Hello again, friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Amy, and I'm glad you decided to join me for chapter 57 of myself reading the book that I wrote called Legends, Orbs of the Elements. I hope you are all having a wonderful Thursday. I know I am. I know right now it is really cold here in Idaho where I live. Even though the sun is bright and shining and beautiful, it's just cold. So I hope everybody is staying warm and just enjoying the January day. Without further, as always, if you are interested in learning where to find this book, where to purchase this book, and other fun things, I will be leaving all that fun information at the end of my video. So without further ado, let's just jump right back into this video, and I would like to share with you a Funko Pop that I received as a late Christmas present from a very dear friend, and this is the Funko Pop that I received. It is Hermione Granger in cat form. I absolutely love it because not only did I like Harry Potter a while ago, I absolutely love cats, so this will go so cute in my collection. I absolutely like it. So thank you so much to my friend for sending that to me for Christmas. I don't know if you can see it, but it is behind. There it is in my background. I just wanted to show that because it's a really cool Funko Pop. Okay, without further ado, let's just jump right back into this adventure. Chapter 57. Chapter 57. Ripplin stood next to Jacob. "So, how do you think our hunter of the orbs is doing in there?" the man asked in a way that wasn't meant to be serious, and used his thumb to indicate the fortress. The legend rolled his eyes. "I feel it's not going good. Oh, sister, please be careful." Ripplin grew somber and looked at Jacob. "Don't worry, Castelia is with him. Besides, Leon knows everything depends on him." At first, Jacob wasn't thrilled with being grouped with Ripplin, but the man was showing him that just because he had a sense of humor and tried to make light of something he didn't take. At first, Jacob wasn't thrilled with being grouped up with Ripplin, but the man was showing him that just because one had a sense of humor and tried to make light of something, he didn't take the tactics of war for a game. He used humor to diffuse tension. It was just different from what Jacob was used to. He did his best not to let it show. Jacob sighed and rubbed the back of his neck with his hand. "I know. That's just what worries me." Both Legend and Ripplin, along with the beasts who wanted to join the fight, were waiting for the right time and signal. There were also a few elves among them as well. There were 60 in all. Many of the flyers, elves, and legends and beasts had seen many deaths and could see as plain as day the spirits like Trigger who were among them. It was a similar theme among the warriors that had the itch for action, but understood the strategy of remaining silent and camouflaged. All the warriors yearned for the chance to not only prove to themselves they were a true soldier, but wanted to assist their friends in aiding in any assistance they felt necessary. Both horses and elk alike felt anxious and made their uneasiness known. You hear my cat, Pete? Their riders stood near them to calm them and stroked and petted their hides to ease their worry the best they could. For now, though, they had to keep silent, always watching and waiting to be called upon. So that is all the chapter for today. Thank you so much for listening. But since it is just a very small chapter, I'm going to continue on with chapter 58. Chapter 58. Little Boy perked up when he recognized his father's footsteps. They came to a sharp halt. Little Boy tilted his head. "Which way do you think Nero went?" Leon asked Castilia. The legend scanned to the left and to the right at the two corridors. They had to run fast and to dodge and weave and hide from soldiers going to and fro about the fortress. "I truly don't know," she said, with a concerned expression on her face. Little Boy thought it was the appropriate time to reveal himself. Leon and Castilia turned to the noise. Leon broke into a small smile. "Little Boy, where did you run off to?" The massive reptile didn't waste time. He moved his scaly, blackish, olive-green head in the direction Nero had passed not long ago. Leon understood. "Good boy. See, Castilia? I knew he was good to keep around." Castilia scanned the area again, always on alert and her weapon at the ready. She nodded once in agreement. The two now followed the adult water dweller. As they jogged, both companions noted that most of the guards and soldiers were not around. This was because most of them were seeing to the fighting taking place in front of the fortress. Oh, there were the occasional guard. Leon and Castilia made easy work disposing of them. Little Boy put his snout to the ground like that of a hound tracking a scent. Leon was wondering if his pet knew where Nero was and was opening his mouth when he stumbled into his pet reptile, when he suddenly came to a sharp halt. There was an archway that appeared to lead down another corridor. Little Boy again communicated by moving his head to speak. The two companions nodded at each other, knowing what might happen if they met with Nero. Castilia surprised Leon, but used her elbow to playfully shove him in the ribs. He hissed out and winced. "You okay? What happened? Wait, never mind. Not important. What's your plan, my friend?" Leon attempted to play off the pain and winked at her. "Oh, just had a small scuffle with a witch. She got me in the ribs. My plan is to get the carrying case with the 4 orbs. That way, at least he can't take over the 4 territories." He was cut off because Castilia shoved him into an alcove with her and covered his mouth with her hand. They could hear Nero calling out orders and instructions to different men. When the sound of different men's footsteps retreated and was gone, they could hear Nero begin to chant a spell. Unexpectedly, the area around them grew unsettlingly still. Castilia removed her hand from Leon's mouth. Nero's footsteps were swiftly heard heading straight for them. The prince's black pet raven spotted them and dive-bombed in their direction to attack them. Both Legend and Hunter reacted on instinct with their weapons and poised themselves in a fighting stance. Leon was pulling back on his bowstring, taking aim at the raven, when Little Boy leapt to the rescue. He burst into a fast run and went airborne, and simultaneously opened his extremely large jaws around the raven, and as he came down, clamped his jaws down with a snap, crack. All 3 persons stood stock still as they all watched and listened to the unmistakable sound of bones crunching. Thus ended Nero's pet raven's life. Nero had enough and recovered first, and without hesitating used his hand with the sapphire ring and proceeded to wave his hand to produce magic. The prince aimed it directly at the over 100-pound creature. Leon called out a warning to his pet, but it was in vain. The lightning bolt struck true. Little Boy began rapidly convulsing. The creature screamed in pain. Leon took aim at the prince and took a shot. Just as the arrow was sailing through the air, Nero peered up and now directed the bolt of lightning at the arrow, where it burned up harmlessly. Castilia ran to Little Boy, who lay on his side. She gave him a look over and praised the elements. Despite the harsh magic, Little Boy only appeared to have a few deep gashes. His spirit wasn't broken, as he attempted to right himself and snapped his jaws angrily. Nero glared and was using his hands to conjure up another magical attack. Leon notched another arrow and spied Castilia, helping Little Boy back on all 4 feet. Castilia skillfully spun her sword at Nero. "Why don't you pick on someone who can fight back, you coward?" she said with an unnerving, dark edge to her voice. Nero began to stalk them and juggled the ball between his hands masterfully. Little Boy let out a deep, aggressive bellows, as if in agreement with Castilia. Nero laughed. "You are stupid fools by protecting a stupid creature such as this water dweller. They are a wild creature nobody wants." "Oh, we may be stupid fools, but we can fight back," the legend said. Little Boy came at a slower speed, but never backing away from Castilia's side. Castilia and Leon began moving closer to Nero. Both had weapons drawn, and each knowing if they had the chance, they would have to strike. The tension in the room was thick. All their eyes, they all eyed up their enemy, calculating when they might make their move. Nero smartly took a step backwards. Wonderful effort, but not good enough. As these words exited his mouth, Nero raised his hands high with magic. At this, however, the lightning bolt shot up to the ceiling and bounced back and wrapped around Leon and Castilia like a python with a mouse in its coils. The lightning-like rope of light sizzled and snapped like logs burning in the fire. The prince turned his gaze on Little Boy. "Go on then, stupid creature. Who do you want me to release?" he asked. Leon and Castilia both wriggled in agony. The magic intensified to a point it was as if they were being scalded. Little Boy's eyes darted wildly back and forth. What could he do? The more than 100-pound reptile debated quickly. He attacked the man, causing the pain of his family. Powerful jaws clamped over the thigh. Little Boy shook savagely as he could muster. The prince screamed in unimaginable anguish and released his hold on Leon and Castilia. They both collapsed in a heap with a thud. This, however, gave them time to gather the little strength they had left. Little Boy released his powerful hold on the corrupt man. Little Boy went for another chomp again to give more time for Castilia and Leon to regroup. Nero was outraged and cursed the water dweller. Nero looked down and surveyed the damage of his wound. Blood oozed and dripped to the floor. ragged lacerations would leave scars, but he could heal himself with magic. If that water dweller would have used any heavier pressure, he would have had broken bones. He brutally used magic and shot bolts of lightning and by a strong gust of wind in the path of the valiant water dweller. The hurricane wind knocked Little Boy off his feet, causing him to toss and turn as if he weighed no more than a rag doll, until Nero slammed him into the direction of the far wall. The impact from his body made the wall crack, and Little Boy fell to the ground with rubble falling all around him. He bellowed in pain. Leon ran headlong at the prince, who, with a wave of his hand, made Little Boy disappear. Nero raised his hand up and made a mushroom-like dome to shield himself from the hunter's attack. Leon's heart felt like it was being torn from his chest to see his pet disappear, but he had to focus on his task of getting all 4 orbs. Castilia did a cartwheel. When she landed successfully, she expeditiously swung her sword and it broke the force field effortlessly. When the force field shattered, Castilia gave a front kick. Her foot struck true and kicked Nero squarely in the chest. It sent him a few feet. The legend swung her sword at the prince. She now engaged Nero in combat. Clang! Clash! Sang the song of the 2 weapons of death. Nero, by this time, magically gotten his own sword, which was a khopesh. The khopesh is a sickle sword that evolved from a battle axe. Castilia gave the weapon Nero wielded and guessed that it was between 20 and 24 inches long. The inside curve of the weapon could be used to trap an opponent's arm or to pull an opponent's shield out of the way. She fought aggressively, so all Nero's focus would be on her. Leon grabbed the carrying case, which was off to the side amid the debris and rubble. He scooped it up, jogging out of the room. Leon took a chance and glanced back at Castilia. Her weapon was on the floor. Leon brandished his bow like a sword, preparing to wield it like a sword. Nero smiled viciously at him. He paused. Clever boy. I regretfully must be on my way. Here, Nero paused, turned his full attention back to Castilia. He used the khopesh to point at her as he talked. Your legend and I have some business to see to. Nero snapped his fingers. Both he and Castilia were gone. Leon's mind raced. Now what was he going to do? Get up, he thought. Leon turned now, running as fast as he could. He needed reinforcements, and he needed them fast. Castilia needed to be rescued. He wouldn't let any more harm come to her. So that is all the chapters for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this book and want to continue on with it on by yourself or along with me, it can be found on Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, Apple iBooks, and lots of other places books are sold. I hope you are enjoying this. I read some really fun action packed chapters today, and I'm so excited. I know what's coming, and it's building, you guys. Fingers crossed, right? We hope that. What is Leon going to do? Let me know down in the comments what you think Leon is going to do. I would so love to know. If you are also interested in learning more about not only the setting of my book and more deep dive into characters' history, I have a Facebook page dedicated to all things Legends Orbs of the Elements. I try and write an article Monday through Friday about different aspects of my book. I try to keep the articles as spoiler free as possible, so that way if you are enjoying listening to the story but still want to like learn more how I created and came up with the names of Leon and Castilia, you guys won't be surprised or spoiled by anything. I try, like I said, I keep the articles as fresh and interesting as I can with different topics. So if you are interested in learning more about that, please go check it out. That would really help me out. If you like my story, please leave a review on Facebook, on Amazon, on Barnes and Noble. All that stuff really helps as well. I am working on the sequel to this story, so if you want to continue on and see what happens after this book is over, I am working on a sequel. I'm so excited about it. I'm looking over edits currently and seeing what I can improve upon, and I am really excited for that. So that's all the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big like, subscribe, share with friends and family. That really helps also my channel out. As of today, I have 176 subscribers, and I am so thankful for each and every one of you. It means so much to me that you guys subscribe. I am for the year 2025, I am trying to get a YouTube goal of 200 subscribers. Once I get that goal, I will be doing a major giveaway. I already know some of the things I am going to be doing, giving away, and it's really good stuff, you guys. So if you want a chance to win, I have to get more subscribers. So if you guys know, if you have friends that like the kind of content that I make, please send them my way. Again, like I said, word of mouth is an awesome way to get more people to see my content and to subscribe. And also, I would like to say that I am going to be doing a new series for you guys, and it is a tattoo series. I am going to be on the last Tuesday of every month. I am going to be talking about one of my tattoos that I have, and I'm going to be going into detail and about the reason why I got the tattoo, the reason why I like it, the story behind the art. So if you are interested, definitely be looking forward to that. I'm going to be starting with the very first tattoo that I got ever for January, and that is my jaguar tattoo on my arm. I'm so excited to talk about it. I can't believe that I have that's the first one I ever got. I so love it, and I can't wait to share the story with you guys, because there's always something so special, I think, about the first tattoo that somebody gets. And tattoos are like art to me, so I love hearing these stories behind a tattoo that someone has. I think it's so interesting why people get certain things, if they're willing to share that, So it is going to be called Tattoo Tuesday, and it will be happening the last Tuesday of each month. So like I said, if you would like tattoos or just want to know some more fun facts about the tattoos that I have, definitely stay tuned for that. Down in the comments down below, let me know if you like tattoos. And if you have any, leave me a thumbs up or would like to hear about it. Please leave a thumbs up emoji or just say I like tattoos or whatever. That would be awesome. And as they say in my book, may the elements protect you, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another reading. Bye-bye for now, everybody.